So in this video, we're just going to look at typography and bullets in practice. We're going to start with an example of what we often see in presentation design or even some printed layout design when amateurs or novices take to trying to do graphic design with powerful new tools. So here we have a PowerPoint slide that's been set up, and we can see basically there's a lot of visual information in there, way too much visual information that we can't really see the image behind it, and we have bullets here that we can't really read the text. So what we need to do is clean this up. So I'm going to cut the picture out, and I'm going to select all of my type in the frame that's before us. I'm going to change it black, and then I'm going to say Control A to select all, and I'm going to change my type color to black. And here we have the content. So we have an instructional slide that's telling us how to use a dishwasher. Now, we would probably never see this, but it gets the point across for the sake of this lesson. We have instructional prompts that are telling the audience what the steps are to use a dishwasher. Excuse me, I don't know where that went. And in so doing, we have basically what would appear to be steps is indicated by bullet number 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see that if we went up here and clicked numbers, we would retain the series, but we would just apply numbers instead. But for this case, we're using bullets. So we have a number of problems here. Fortunately, it's not right aligned. Let's see what it would look like if it did that. Oh my God, see, those bullets just become useless in that context. So let's at least start back and left align all of it. And first of all, we have a grammar problem. So we can't address presentation design without looking at our grammar problems. This is sort of weak English. So let's first shorten this phrase to say, gather dirty dishes. Remove unnecessary words, step number 1. But also, what's really, really, really important when using bullets, I can address it from typography only, but we have to talk about language. It's the idea of parallel construction. When you set up a series of anything, whether it's a numbered list or bullets, bullets being these elements right here, you are basically implying that the things follow in a series, that they go together. And in so doing, we want the language to seem like it flows together. Okay, parallel construction is the idea that if you set up one phrase a certain way in a series, the other one should be set up in a similar way. So let's see if we can edit this slide so that we can have what's called parallel construction. Scrape, and this idea, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to focus on putting the most powerful verb first. Okay, so looking at this phrase, it's kind of like, hey, if they have scraps of food, scrape the scraps off. No, just scrape off, scrape, and I'm going to capitalize scraps, or excuse me, scrape off scraps of food. Okay, we're trying to get short, succinct, bold lines. In the kitchen sink, lightly rinse them. Nobody really talks like that, but I had to make the example anyway. Lightly rinse off. You could actually just leave that. Gets the point across, right? Open the dishwasher. Now here we have a compound command. Open the dishwasher, stack them in similar sizes, and we're giving a little explanation here why we want to do that. You can leave that to the person to talk about that in their presentation. So I'm going to create a new bullet, open the dishwasher, stack them, what's them? Stack dishes of similar sizes together, and then delete the rest. Stack dishes of similar sizes together with the imagining that my presenter is going to say, well, when you put things of like size together, it's easier for the jets to get to them because they have similar contours, shapes, sizes, etc. Find dishwasher detergent. This is very, very pedantic. And place in dispenser. Make sure it closes unnecessary. Check your user instructions and start the machine. Start the machine following manufacturer instructions. Did you notice that shut the door was after it said start the machine? That's kind of the silly stuff. So when you're creating a bulleted list, you want to make sure it's bold, well edited, and has parallel construction. Notice this is a verb, verb, verb. Oh wait, no, that's not. Rinse off most remaining material or matter. Remaining food. You can do that. And I would say large scraps of food. Rinse off remaining food. Open the dishwasher. Stack dishes. I would say items because items include silverware. Dishes just refers to dishes. So this is my conversational out loud process of how I would clean up a list of items. I actually still think this is too large for the purpose of the slide. We don't have any opportunity to use an image, but let's see what we would do if we did. Okay, so I went out and I toured the internet and I found an image. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to paste it. I copied it and I'm pasting it onto the slide. Now I'm also going to arrange it and send it to the back so that it sits behind the text. Now what I liked about this was the way that the image faced because we had some negative space in here. So I'm going to take that and put it flush down into the slide like that. And I'm just going to crop it down so I more accurately see what my image looks like. One of the things that's nice about this particular image is that it's featured on a white background. We still can't read it, and I'm sure we all agree that that's problematic. But in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my header and I'm going to left align my text. And without doing any typographic setting, for example, I'm going to double click on this and I'm going to bring down the transparency. Still hard to read. I don't know, you guys. I'm not really feeling very strongly about that. So I'm losing the visual information I like about the image. And a dishwasher is a very difficult image to balance on a very information-heavy page. So I'm going to just scale down my text a little bit, and I'm going to continue to move this off slide. I don't need that negative space down in the corner. I just need a suggestion of a dishwasher. And let's go back here and bring the transparency up a little bit. Scrape off large. Okay, I'm going to continue to edit. Food scraps. Make it a little bit more concise. Food scraps. Rinse off remaining food. Open the dishwasher. I can take away the because that's not necessary. Stack similarly sized items. Stack similar sizes together. Still kind of gets the point across very bluntly. Find detergent and place in dispenser. I'm going to make a new bullet out of that. Find detergent. Start machine. Following instructions. So we've got it here. I'm going to continue to tighten it up a little bit. Scrape off large food scraps. And there we have it. And I can even conveniently shrink down my image size. So let's look at that full size to see how good it is. Oh my. I have a problem in that you guys can't see that. So here we go. And I'm going to crop it because always preview your crop. Make sure it still works. Kind of gets the point across, don't you think? It's not perfect. I don't like the overhang here and whatnot, but we still get the information across. So this is how I want you guys to look at your bullets. Really think about editing them. Think about that parallel construction. And you could even do something like give your action verbs emphasis. This is kind of the start of technical writing, if anyone's ever heard about technical writing as a discipline. Technical writing is the act of writing for the purpose of teaching. Stack. Okay, boom, boom. Cha-cha. And there we go. So not the best work, but it does get the point across. Ideally, I might sample this blue over here because do you notice that really popped that blue out? So good luck and thanks for playing.